Hey, it's your boy Calle, Calle, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastards.
You wanna see me down bad, but instead you see me stunned like a snot. Now you going outside.
All right, so we got my boy Calle jumping off the porch with us today. Welcome, man.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you for having me, man.
Yeah, no problem, man. I appreciate you coming all the way down from Boston.
All the way from the beam, man. From the cold to the cold, man.
Yeah, we was just talking like, man, it shouldn't be this cold.
It shouldn't be this cold down south, bro.
But here we are, man. Nah, so appreciate you coming down, too,
I appreciate you for having me, bro.
Yeah, man. So first off, how you feeling today, man?
Good, bro. You know, besides the cold, I'm excited, bro. I'm here to promote some projects and songs that I got coming up soon, so, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else have you been working on here in Atlanta, or what else you got planned while you're in the city?
For now, it's just the interview, and maybe go to some label meetings and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some performances as well. But yeah.
Now, I know you come down here pretty often too, right?
Yeah. The past couple months, I did some performances. We went to some clubs, some strip clubs. Let the record go over there and get to really see
to break a record,
get to really see how the club is gonna react to the records and stuff like that. So it was a good time.
And how do you like the vibes here in Atlanta, and how does it compare, or if it doesn't, to back at home in Boston?
Nah, it's a different vibe for sure. It's fire. I fuck with Atlanta heavy.
Yeah. Oh, that's good, man. So, from Boston, I want to say I only had one other rapper from Boston make it to Off the Porch,
for real?
man. So I need you to like kind of fill us in, talk about like the culture, the way of life, like what's going on up there.
For sure, bro. So I mean, growing up there, it's like regular inner city type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we coming from the hood, bro. Like it's low income type shit. It's everybody, Spanish, black, white, all the races over there. You know what I mean? It's very, how do they say the
melting pot.
Melting pot. There you go. It's what I'm saying? It's shit like that. You know what I mean? And then yeah, man, it was a good time growing up. You know what I mean? That's home. No matter what, I'm always traveling, cities, countries, wherever it's at, but that's always gonna be home. You know what I'm saying?
So, talk about some of your hobbies. What were you into as a kid growing up?
As a kid, I mean, I probably play a lot of soccer. Did a lot of soccer, a little football, a little, basketball, just regular sports and shit. But really, it was this rap shit. Like, even if I wasn't writing yet, I probably started writing when I was like 13, 14.
Okay.
But it was like always my passion. Like, I was always like, that was like my nerd out type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, most kids like on the Marvel comic books type shit. Like, I went right into this rap shit. Like, dog, these are my heroes. You know what I mean? Like, so I'd say that was like a big one for me. You know what I mean?
Okay. What inspired you to start writing that first then?
I don't know, bro. I think I got a homie like in high school. He was just like, yo, I got this like little rock band mic. The rock band games type shit, like a little PlayStation and Xbox. He had a little mic, and he was like, yo, we can set it up, just start recording. And I was like, let's do it. And like, that's how we just went out. And like, early on, that was like Facebook days, right? So we'd record a song, just get on there, start promoting it. Like, this early days, this is like, horrible shit. I'm not gonna say go look for that shit, but it's out there, because it's like, that's how we was. We was like, all right, let's record a record, put it out. You know what I mean? So that's what we was doing back then.
And what type of feedback were you getting back then?
Nah, hella hate, bro. It was
really?
like, it was, of course, bro, it's trash. It's like the early development stages. So of course it's not good, and I recognize that. But I always had that passion, just keep going. Like, we're gonna keep improving. And I'm just showing it, because like, fuck it, I know a lot of artists don't come out until it's time, like, all right, I'm lit. I got my sound, I got my lyrics, woo, woo. And then we come out. But early on, we were just like, let's throw it out there. Let's get some feedback. Let's keep going. You know what I mean? Because YouTube started being big around that time, and we was looking up to. I was just talking to my homie over there, Mac Miller, Wiz Khalifa. Them dudes in the early YouTube game, we was looking up to them. Like, all right, all we gotta do is get a little camera. Whether it's an iPhone, whether it's whatever, you know what I mean? We're gonna go out there and just shoot videos on YouTube, drop them shits, you know what I'm saying? That was like what got me to here right now, you know what I mean?
For sure, man. And everyone's gotta start somewhere. So even if your music trash at the beginning, that's expected.
I love the trash though. It's still on my YouTube page right now. Go look at that shit. I'm 14 years old, no beard, no nothing. I'm on there rapping, going hard. Like, it's trash, but like, it's fire. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, the passion's there, bro. The passion was there.
Understood, man. And who'd you grow up listening to? Like, who are some of your favorite artists?
Shit, man. Like, everybody, bro. Whatever was like, I was born 96, so let's say early 2000s. Eminem, 50 Cent, Jay-Z, Ludacris. You know what I mean? Anybody was popping that early 2000s era, that was like, whoa. You know what I mean? But then maybe around like, let's say 6th grade or something, Lil Wayne and Kanye West. Like, them was the guys at that time. So it was like, oh, we all want to dress like Wayne and listen to all Kanye West shit. So that was like that era. But then once I started rapping, like once I started writing this shit, like influence-wise, for real on my music, I'd say like Drake, Kid Cudi, Cole, Kendrick, like them guys. But yeah.
Okay. And when would you say you really started taking music serious, like, you know, putting your money and your time behind this shit too?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like, right as soon as I started at like 14, 15, that's when I started taking it serious. Like,
Really?
in high school, I was like, I'm all in with this shit. Like, this is like what I've been wanting to do type shit. But with money-wise and really starting investing in videos and studio time and traveling for performances, etc., I'd say like 19, 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do your parents think at 13, 14 when you're like, man, I want to be a rapper?
My mom was like looking at me kind of funny, but and more so because I was like swearing a lot in that shit. So she was like, bro, like what the fuck, you embarrassing me type shit, you know what I mean? I'm putting it all over Facebook, so it's like family members, people in the city, like, but then, you know, it was kind of like, oh, this is some serious shit. Like, he taking it seriously, so it was like everybody's on board. My mom and my whole family, they all support me heavy to this day.
Oh, that's
you know
real. That's dope right there.
Yeah.
Man. And did you go to college after school, or what you do after?
I did go to college. I went to a private college. It's called Emmanuel College over there in Boston. I went for 1 year.
Okay.
And I did that 1 year, and then I was like, yeah, and nah, it's not for me. I tried it, you know, I did it more for my moms and shit, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, you know, I tried it that 1 year, and I was like, let me go full on with this rap shit, you know what I'm saying?
Understood,
so,
man. Yeah. And what's the meaning behind your artist name?
Calle. Calle's my last name.
Oh, okay.
So that's my government last name, my pop's last name. And Calle is really, it's Calle. Calle in Spanish is because the 2 L's in Spanish is the J sound. So growing up, you know, in Boston, in America, they were like, bro, like 2 L's, like what is this? This is Calle. So everybody just, and any school I went to, any sport I did, they'd always be like, oh, John, Calle. So I just always ran with Calle, and everybody just called me Calle growing up. And then when it came to rap time, it was like, oh, that's the name. You know what I mean? Like that was the easy transition for me to do the Calle. But so it's really my last name.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And what's your background? Like, where's your family from?
They're Colombian. My mom's and my pops is Colombian. They were both born and raised over there.
Oh shit.
And you know, they came over here around teenage years and met in Boston or whatever. And then, you know, the rest is history.
Okay. So you're first generation American.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sure they kind of didn't understand the rap music then, like especially when you say you want to get
I wouldn't
into
say
it.
that because my pops always like rap like some Tupac shit to me.
Oh, for real?
For real, bro. I used to remember like riding around with him. He'd be like, what's that song? Or he's like, you know, a man can't make one. He had no right to tell a woman when and where to create one. Like he always like point that out to me, like on some like, yo, he dropping knowledge. So he kind of teach me through Pac type shit. You know what I'm trying to say to you? So like I always had an appreciation for the older generations I didn't grow up with because of like my pops and OGs that would do that for me. You know what I mean?
For sure, man.
But yeah.
And you know, just going through your Instagram, I see you always dyeing the hair and the beard, man. You're going through a lot of different colors.
Yeah.
How'd you start that off, man?
Bro, to tell you the truth, I had braids first, like years ago. Had long braids, I had my beard, but then I get like tired quickly of my look actually. A year goes by and I'm like, I gotta switch it up. And right after the braids, I did blonde. I was like, let me shave my hair off, let me do it blonde. I just had blonde regular, and then I was like, let me do a color. I went to red, and I just did red in the hair. No beard, no eyebrows. And then I did red, but I didn't like this little cutoff. So one day I was like, yo, what if I just did the whole beard and the hair? And then I was like, I can't just do the beard and no eyebrows. I can't just be all this with no, you know what I mean? I gotta go all the way out with it. And then on top of it, it wasn't like something like, oh, I'm trying to be different or I'm trying to stand out. It was just me being like, oh, I'm telling you, that was my thinking process with it. But then, you know, as a couple guys have told me like, yo, that's your image, that's your look. It's like, yeah, I guess so. Like, I almost caught on to it later. You know, that's what I'm saying. The past couple years, now I've been doing it more. I haven't been switching up my look because I like to do that. I like to like, let's do something different. Yeah. But now I've been like, all right, let me keep doing this because it's my thing. It's become my thing. You know what I mean? Absolutely. So I kind of found it, you know, as organically as possible, really. Yeah. You know what I mean?
What type of comments do you get, like, in person? Like,
nah,
people that don't know that you're a rapper, like, what's up with this?
It's crazy, right? In person, it's like mad love, bro. Yeah. I go to any airport, any restaurant, wherever I'm going, I'm like, yo, I love your hair. Whatever color it is, whatever design, I'm always doing some crazy shit. But it's always like love, bro. But online, that's when they flaming me, bro.
Oh, they be
Are you
hating on
kidding
you?
me, bro? They hate on me crazy. Yo, you this, you that. They call me everything, bro. I can't even think of how many things they've called me on that shit. But it's all good, bro. It's funny. And I'm with it, bro. Keep making fun of me, bro. I'm good. I'm comfortable with myself, you know what I'm saying? So I do what I do, you feel me?
No, that's all right there, man. Did it ever get to you, like at the beginning, like were you responding to people?
Nah,
or
never.
Just didn't care?
I never responded to them. It is what it is, bro. Like, go ahead, keep making fun of me. Like, I'm comfortable with myself, you know what I mean?
Understood, man.
Yeah.
So what's the music scene like in Boston right now?
The music scene, man, I wouldn't say it's like a big sound or anything like a Detroit or like a Atlanta, like we were just talking about earlier. But it's like there's a lot of rappers and they doing their thing, you know what I mean? Locally, shout out to all of them. They you know, put it on for the city, you know what I mean? Just like me, like we going everywhere we gotta go to put on for the city, you know, because again, it's not like these other places that you hear, oh, Boston. It's not, like you just said, one other rapper came up here that, I was just me and him, whoever he is, I don't know what you're talking about, but, you know, so we gotta hold that flag down for whoever's doing it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a wave, and I know it sounds like crazy, like Boston, like what the fuck is going on up there? I get it, but we wavy out there, bro. We like 3 hours away from New York. It's the same. We dealing with the cold. We in North Faces and Timbs, and the only difference is our fitteds say B instead of New York, bro. But it's the same type of shit, bro. It's like that. Let me give it to you like that. You know
Understood.
What I mean? Yeah.
Is there a lot of unity amongst artists up there, or is it just pretty much everyone doing their own thing?
Everybody kind of got their own cliques and shit up there.
Okay.
I'll say that. Yeah.
So what was one of the first songs to kind of take off for you that kind of made you like, all right, this shit is starting to work for me, man?
I'd say the one I just did with Sauce Walka Peso Peso,
That shit was
the
crazy,
No Wonder
man.
record. I was like, bro, like this is different. Like when hearing that shit in the clubs, hearing that shit, you know, performing, you know, in front of 1,000 people for Soulja Boy show type shit. Like that, those things, I was like, bro, like this could be the one type shit. You know what I'm saying? So that record.
Yeah. How did the song come about, and how did the music video come out too?
Actually, I went to Houston to shoot and record that video, song and video, the same day. That same night we was out there. They were doing like this thing called The Deal Is Real or some shit like that. They you know, $5,000 and you pay whatever TSF artist, like any TSF artist, and then Sauce Walka would jump on.
Oh yeah, that's right. I
record.
remember he was running those.
Right,
specials,
he was doing that shit. So I was like, what? I get 5,000. I can get Sauce Walka on the record, boy. Let's go. Like I've been fucking with his shit since like 2016, 2017. So I was like, for sure. And that was like the first artist I ever paid. Well, both
really?
That I paid for a feature.
That's it.
So you know what I mean? I was like, that was like a first for me, and it was dope. It was a dope experience. Like, you know, they shit's called TSF, the Sauce Factory, right?
Yeah.
That shit was literally a factory, bro. Like I walk in there, that studio. Everybody working, bro. Beats, videos, rappers, everybody's in there doing something. Nobody was just there sitting around, nothing. Everybody was working, like doing something to contribute to the sauce, you know what I mean? To the music, you know what I mean? She was fire, bro. It's something I never seen ever before. So shout out to them, man, for real.
Yeah, and the song turned out really dope. Like you've been getting a lot of good feedback because
yeah.
I think Sauce put it on his channel, right?
Sauce didn't put it on his channel. I put it on Say Cheese.
Okay.
Peso put it on his channel.
I was talking about his YouTube channel. Wasn't it on the Sauce TV?
Oh, that's right. Nah, I thought you were talking about his Instagram.
No, his YouTube.
Yeah, it got on. What is it called? Sauce.tv.
Yeah.
It's on the YouTube channel for sure.
Because you know, I was scrolling through the comments and people were like, man, the first dude snapped.
whoever that blue hair motherfucker is going crazy, right?
Yeah, they was giving you a lot of props on that shit too.
Hell yeah, bro. That shit was fire. That shit was a fire experience for sure.
What was that session like?
That session was, bro, they're going off the top. Like I'm going in there ready, like already with my written shit, like, and then I go and out performing. But then they go in there, all right, play, boom, boom, and they just freestyling type shit, basically smoking, going and freestyling. That shit was different too. I'm like, damn, I ain't never seen no shit like that, and they shit's coming out hard. You know what I'm saying? So like, this shit is respectable, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like fire for real.
Did you show up with the beat already? Like you knew what beat?
Yeah. The beat was already done. Shout out to Perp Dog. You know, he'd been doing all my beats for the past couple of years. Okay. And you know, he'd go crazy. Everybody was complimenting me on the production, and that's him. Shout out to Perp Dog.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Was it a big leap of faith, you know, to go down there and spend that type of money?
For sure, bro. I never spent that type of bread before. I think maybe like a couple thousand on like a video and stuff like that. But it was like, all right, I'm putting 5,000 on my money on. And I didn't even know if it was really gonna come through. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to some I'm talking about a random person. I'm not talking to Peso or Sauce. I'm talking to some random person like, yo, you know what I mean? So it was kind of like what you said, leap of faith, you know? And we went over there and it was vibes. It was fire, bro. It was a good time for sure.
Yeah, it looked like it worked out for you too.
Yeah, bro.
For sure, man.
For sure, bro.
So I saw you performed, opened up for Soulja Boy at a couple shows, right?
Yeah. I got the opportunity to perform in the New York show and in Boston. Yeah. And funny enough, like in New York, like it was at the Sony Music Hall. Okay. And that's like down the street from Times Square. Oh, so we thinking like, oh shit, this about to be like crazy. Like, it's New York, Times Square, you know what I mean? We go over there, man, the turnout wasn't even as much as we thought it was gonna be. Yeah, bro, it's crazy. So we're like, damn. But again, it's a big opportunity for me to open up in front of a crowd that's, you know, going to go see a bigger artist, right? And I come out to my set And there's like, bro, everybody's sitting down eating at the bar and shit. I'm like, damn, like nobody, like there's like, let's say 3 or 4 people in front of the stage. And I'm like, damn, bro. Like, and granted, this is probably like 7 or 8 of us opening up. Yeah. I probably went in the middle, not first or last. But so boom, I go up and I'm like, yo, you know what? As soon as I grab the mic, cause I usually, yo, my name is Calle, I'm from Boston, you know, but right, as soon as I grabbed the mic, I was like, nah, New York, we need to get up here, like, what are we doing? Like, I had to get the crowd up, because everybody just eating cheeseburgers back, like, we had a rap show, bro, let's turn up. You know what I'm saying? So and funny, I do that shit, but when I'm in the moment, I'm on stage, so I can't really like, oh, how many people got up? I have to keep going, and I'm on the time limit. I got 2 records and get the hell out, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm like, fuck it, all right, I'm Calle, blah, 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 do my thing, perform both records, give all my energy. And, you know, so I did see a couple people up, but whatever. But then I get off stage, and my bestie showed me the video, like, yo, you brought, like, a good 20, 30 people out. Like, I didn't peep while I was up there, but you could see a bigger crowd coming up. And I'm like, bro, that's the thing. Like, we're here to turn up. Like, what are we doing? Like, let's bring people up. You know what I mean? Yeah. But, yeah, so that was a dope experience. But then the very next day was the Boston show. Oh, yeah. Over there in Big Night Live. And that shit was, like, to me now, because of New York, I was like, bro, I don't care if nobody show up. I'm performing in my city in front of, you know what I mean? So I was like, fuck it. Like, I was already lit. I didn't care if nobody showed up. I was already on that high, right? And then it was the complete opposite, bro. That shit was packed. Like, my people started showing up early, already seeing the line around the corner, crazy people over there. And I'm like, shit, I bet. Like, I'm ready for this shit, right? But then they kind of pulled a switcheroo on me because the DJ who was there the night before, it was somebody different. Oh, sick. And so I had like my set list already from before, because I've been performing since like May, all around like Atlanta, Miami, everywhere, just little clubs and bars and shit, but I already had my set list, you know what I'm saying? And then I wanted to switch it up for those 2 shows specifically, because I was like, bro, I'm getting in front of an audience that like, they're not here to see me, I know that, you know what I mean? But I want to win over fans, and I want them to, let's turn up, let's get right to it. Yeah. So I'd start off with the Down Bad record, which is like a more boom bap New York type record, you know what I mean? A little slow, more chill. And then I do the No Wonder, the Sauce Walka Peso Peso record. But I said, let's do the No Wonder first. Get just everybody turned up. Let's jump, you know what I mean? So I switched that up. I did that in New York. And so I wanted to go do that in Boston, but the DJ was like, nah, I think we should do it like this, because the slower record is better, and then you could turn up. I'm like, bro, I hear you. I've been doing this for months. I've been doing the exact same set list. But like, just trust me, bro. I want to do it like this. And he kept like pushing. I was like, bruh, I appreciate you because you're a DJ, and I thank you for playing my shit, but I'm the one who got to go out there and perform. It's my set, bro. So like, let me do my thing. And so right before I go up, you know, again, I'm like in the middle. I'm like, you know, 3rd or 4th going up and to open up. And I look at him right before I'm grabbing the mic, and I'm like, yo, No Wonder first, right? He's like, yeah, I got you. As soon as I come out, I introduce myself. Calle, I'm from Boston, born right here. But you know, the whole thing. Yeah. Let's get it. Boom, I hear Down Bad. I'm like, what the fuck? Yo, come on, son. So I'm like, I had like a quick moment to think like, yo, I could, and this is like a big ass stage, bro. It's Big Night Live, like big ass screen. Like I have to walk all the way to the back. This ain't no little club where you could just see the DJ move like, yeah. Turn it. No. If I had to go talk to him. So I'm like, yo, either I force it right now and I fuck up in front of this crowd basically on some, yo, no, change that record. And like, they already don't want to hear, they're not here to see me. Here to see Soulja Boy, bro. So hurry up and get to it, or you know what I mean? What are we doing? So I was like, fuck, either that or I'm gonna just have to rock with it. And I had that quick moment when that first kind of beat came in, and I was like, fuck it. So the first thing I said was like, yo, everybody put your motherfucking hands up. And I just used that, because I was pissed, bro. Like, I feel like he was playing with me. So I took that energy and I was like, yo, everybody put your motherfucking hands up. And everybody did. I was like, oh shit. So then we just rocked that shit on some like old school hip hop type shit. But the crazy thing was too, like the light was just on the stage. Mm-hmm. So I could really only see like that first row at that like, barricade type shit. Mm-hmm. And everything else was dark. So I'm just seeing the front row, like they have their hands up, they rocking with me, let's keep it going. But then again, so when I get off stage and my people just showing me the video, bro, that whole building had their hands up, bro, that whole venue. This is like 1,000, 1,200 people, bro. It's the biggest crowd I ever performed in front of, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, shit, and it's my city. So it was like, dog, just like, you know what I mean? But yeah, so it was fire, bro.
Oh, that's major right there, man. You get to turn up for your city like that too,
yeah,
bro?
Yeah, man.
No, that's hard right there. So walk us through like a studio session with you. Like, what's your creative process like? You mentioned, do you write all your records?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not the type. I have been the type to sometimes just go in there and like maybe let's say I'll write a hook and then like a little bit of the verse, and then I'll be in the vibe over there at the studio. I'm recording it, and then I'll probably finish the the rest of the verse, and then create the hook right there, and then boom, we done. But generally, I go in there with like already my song, like not recorded, written already, so I can go record it, and you know what I mean? Don't waste time in there, because this is like, it's like a job, bro. This engineer, they got time. What are you doing in there, bro, in the booth, yelling this shit, like, come on, let's get to it. You're not gonna record? What are we doing, ad-libs? Like, so nah, and I just, you know, I really like just being prepared, and then that way I feel like I just give my all energy in there when I'm in the booth. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. And what inspires you to write? Is it like when you're in a good mood, or you pissed off at someone, going through some real shit?
Bro, whatever, anything.
It doesn't matter?
Every day, if I'm listening to some random beat, you know, I'll probably think of a hook, or another beat I'm listening to, I'll think of a flow, think of a subject matter for the song, or how I'm feeling that day, whatever. I'm just always in the writing process, I guess, in my mind, because I'm not always writing, or I'm, you know, the pen and pad, like who does that? Maybe with the notes, or like a voice recording, you know, we in 2024. So, you know, in that way, but I'm always kind of in that process, just always, you know, thinking about something, you know what I mean? Because I don't like to like sit down and be like, all right, I'm gonna write now. Yeah. Like that sounds kind of crazy, you know what I mean? I never did that shit.
Yeah. You gotta wait for inspiration.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, nah, we always in that mode, so that way we never get out of that flow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So talk about the Down Bad record. Like, what was the inspiration when you recorded that one?
Down Bad, bro. So Down Bad, I recorded about 1.5 years ago.
Okay.
And it was really just like on some like, bro, I was like really stuck in the house, like in my head, like I didn't know what to do. I was depressed. I had a lot of anxiety. I had a lot of paranoid thoughts, suicidal thoughts, like dealing with a lot of that shit, like at a young age, you know what I'm saying? So when I finally was like, all right, nah, I'm gonna come out and talk about it in my music. Cause at a point I was like, bro, I'm a rapper. Like, how am I gonna talk about these things? And then I was like, bro, I'm a rapper, talk about these things. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you know, I know a lot of people go through these things too, and a lot of youngins that maybe don't want to speak out. And, you know, because for my, you know, speaking from my perspective, I felt almost embarrassed. Like, I didn't want to talk about these things, let alone with my family, my friends. How am I going to talk about it on a record? You know what I'm saying? Like, but I felt like that shit kind of like gave me like a confidence to like, you know what? Let's talk about it, bro. You went through some shit, it's some real shit, and people can relate to it, and a lot of people do, you know what I'm saying? Like, they love that record, Down Bad. They're like, yo, that's one of my favorite records from you, you know what I mean? Because some real shit, you know what I mean?
Was it therapeutic, you know, writing and recording that song
For
too?
sure, bro. That's what they call it, a catharsis or some shit like that. It's like you letting that out, like, and then on top of it, I got crazy flows on there and cool melodies, so like it's wavy, but then it also has some real shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So for sure.
Yeah, talk about the Famous Animal freestyle. That
the
shit was
Famous Animal freestyle was so fun, bro. Like, you know, I get there and homie's like, "Are you ready? Let's do it." I'm like, "I bet." We like wavy, you know? So I'm going off that first take, and I fuck up like in the middle, maybe halfway. I just lost my breath. I was like, oof. He's like, "Nah, don't worry, let's go." Boom. We go to the second one. I'm going, and then not even halfway through, I think his cameras, his whole equipment just kind of did a shutdown. We're like, oh. We just lost everything. We're like, fuck. Booted it back up. Now the third time, and then that's the take that's on there right now. Okay. I did that whole one take. It's not the first take, but all the way through. And he's looking at me like, bro, you not only you telling the story, but you crazy breath control, bro. Like this, not everybody can do this shit, bro. I was like, nah, I appreciate it. He's like, that's how y'all do it in Boston. Da, 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 da. I was like, yo, honestly, I don't know how they do it in Boston, but this is how I do it, bro. I'm playing, yeah. But yeah, dog, that was fire, bro.
No, that shit turned out dope too, man. Yeah.
That was a good experience, bro. I fuck with it. Shout out to Famous.
Yeah, absolutely. That's my boy right
there. Yeah.
So what's the next single, next video you plan to drop? You got something already ready, or?
Yes, sir. I'm working on it right. It's getting mixed and mastered right now. I'd love to play it for you, but actually, I can show you. Can I show you a little preview right now?
Sure, bro.
I've thrown it all away, and what it meant to me. I give my all away. No one knows, I've thrown it all away, and what it meant to me. I give my all away, no one knows.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, so it's something like that. Just a little preview, but it's getting mixed and mastered right now. And so that's called No One Knows. It's gonna be out maybe by the time that this interview's out, maybe it'll be out. So let's just say it's out now. Go check it out now. So that's that record and video that we're working on right now. And then we also got Dungeons of Rap. It's a new project. Dungeons of Rap. You know what I'm saying? That's a new project coming out soon because I feel like we got to get back to the rap. Just like not only bars and lyrics, but just rap in general, just the hip hop culture. It's kind of going all over the place right now. And I know you've heard everybody talking about how it's going down and it's this and it's that. Like, all right, let's get back to it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't far. It's here. We just gotta, you know what I mean? Reel it back in, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So I want to push a little bit. That's why it's called Dungeons of Rap.
Okay. What type of vibes is that going to be on there?
It's pretty much like what I've been doing. No Wonder, Down Bad, the Lesson Freestyle. Not Lesson Freestyle. What is it called? The Famous Animal Freestyle. Like those type of records, storytelling. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really what the freestyle is. That Famous Animal Freestyle is like the story of my whole like grind. When I started taking it serious and putting money into this, that's what this is all about. Like that journey up to this point. You know what I'm saying? And then No Wonder, just like a turn up record. We always need a turn up record. And then Down Bad is expressing my real life, the real shit, connecting with the people, and then, you know what I'm saying? So those type of vibes, boom bap, trap, influenced, and, you know, a little mix of all that. And then I also do some Spanish songs, bro. Like, yeah, I get in my Latin bag sometimes too, but it's not like reggaeton or like too mainstream shit. It's like, I still like, I do my type of sound, just throw, you know, the Spanish on it, you know what I mean?
Understood.
So, yeah.
Who's some of the producers you've been working with lately then?
Bro, honestly, that whole thing is Perp Dog.
Okay.
That whole project is all Perp Dog once again, because the previous project I did was Flip the Script. There's 8 songs on there. We did a video for every song, and it's all produced by Perp Dog as well. So we've been working, bro. It's been going good. Everybody, again, feedback is crazy for all the beats and shit like that. So.
Yeah, as long as you got that chemistry, you just keep.
Bro, we got chemistry, and
shit,
he's very versatile. Like I said, I do trap type beats, boom bap type beats, whatever in the mix, in the middle, whatever we doing. Like, so he got different flavors too. He don't just got one bag. Which is, I feel like that's me. I don't just got one bag in my artist bag, so we got artist, producer bag, fire.
Good show, man.
Yeah.
What's some, goals for your music career, whether it's short term or long term?
My goals, let me just tell you right now, I plan on being one of the most legendary rappers ever, bro. Like, I want to make a big impact in this game, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know just getting on is tough, you know. I'm a living, breathing embodiment of getting on, right? But I want to, you know, really make my stamp on this game, bro. Like, I love this shit. It's a passion. It's something that, you know what I mean? Since a kid, that I love to do. So now that I'm older and I get to do it, like, let's take this seriously. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
Yeah.
And what's some advice you would share to the youth coming up right now?
To the youth, man, look, you speak this camera, right? Yo, just be yourself, and just keep going. You know what I mean? No matter how hard things get, you got to keep going, no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's wise words, man. Yeah, for sure. Anything else fans should be looking out for you here in 2024?
2024, like I said, Dungeons of Rap coming soon. No one knows out now. Make sure you go check that out. Yeah, man.
For sure, man. Any shout outs you want to give, and also plug your social media so everyone knows where to find you at.
Yeah, actually, all my social media, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, SoundCloud, it's all at Calle Swag 818. I made sure, you know, you can find me on all of them, do the same name. I was like, let me get that name before everybody else takes it. At Calle Swag 818, at CALLE Swag 818.
For sure. Any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Boston. Shout out to Carlos Cartel. Shout out to the whole fam, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. Shout out to Dirty Glove Bastards off the porch.
You wanna see me down bad, but instead you see me style like it's not. Now you going outside.